Pet store haul? Yes, please. Hey guys, what is up? It's DiyHermit, and I am here with my first pet store haul. So, I have multiple products here today that I'm going to be showing off to you guys, and I'm going to be explaining their use in my tank. So to kick it off, let's get started. First, we have this Exoterra Forest Moss. This is actually 2 bricks of it, which are 7-quart bricks. So we have a total of 14 quarts of moss. Now this you would make like any old eco-earth brick by mixing it in a bucket of water. This is the moss I've been using for like a year now, and I love it. It's very cheap. It's only about $5 for 2 bricks of it, and this will fill me up a whole bucket of it, like probably about 2.5 gallons of moss. That's a lot of moss. So this Exoterra Forest Moss is great stuff. Next we have something a little bit different, and I want to try this out. We have a Reptison UVB bulb. And now, you may be asking, why do you need UVB with hermit crabs? I thought that was only bearded dragons. Well, technically you don't. But I've heard multiple people say that having a UVB bulb is beneficial to the hermit crabs. People have explained things like they've been more active or their molts have been a little bit more healthier. So I just decided to try it out. And it doesn't hurt to have a UVB bulb in there. But definitely don't go out and buy one of these just because you want it for your hermit crabs. It's definitely a novelty item if you so choose to get one. They're very expensive, by the way. This costs $15 just for a little bulb. Next item is something that probably won't be of use to any normal crabber. This is a pond submersible pump with a built-in filter. Now, I actually have it right here. It hasn't been installed in my tank yet because I'm actually going to install it when I clean it out, because this is going to be my new waterfall pump. So what's different about this pump other than like this kind of pond pump right here? Which, by the way, this is a very nice, very powerful pump that will end up being used in a filtering system. This pump is a little less powerful than the one we just saw, but what I like about it is this feature. It comes with a fully removable filter in the front of it, so you can filter out things out of your water. This filter plugs in there. Then you shove it on the front of the power head, and you have a submersible pump with a built-in filter. This is great for things like my waterfall where I have gunk running through it all the time. By the way, that waterfall has basically killed 2 submersible pumps because of getting them clogged. So this is my next test subject. Only cost me $10, so I'm hoping it'll work a lot better. It also came with this piece right here that connects right there. I believe this is to evacuate the air out of the stream, this little airline tubing right here. I just dropped a piece from it. This little airline tubing is to evacuate the air from the tubing. Then you plug your normal tubing in up here. So, in this case, this would be my tubing for this pump. So that's pretty interesting. Next, we have some more novelty items. Now, these are something that I've been waiting to get for a while. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have noticed what I'm going to show you already. But this is actually cork. And now, cork is very expensive if you've never gone cork shopping before. I couldn't find any cork flats because I'd like to be able to silicone some to the back of my topper tank. But I did find these cork rounds. And now this is kind of a bent elbow shape, and it is completely hollow, so crabs can climb through it. I won't be using it as a tunnel, for the crabs will end up getting stuck inside of it and I'll have to cut it open to get a stupid crab out. I'll probably be filling the inside with a spray foam like Great Stuff and siliconing these as giant logs on the side of my topper that they can climb out on, kind of like this. So there's my first log. My second log is just a tad bit bigger, but it's still in that elbow shape. Here's the first one, here's the second one. So you can see it's a tad bit longer and wider in diameter. Now, these are both going to be little logs and stuff that the crabs can climb out on in the tank. It'll look pretty nice once I have the artificial background created. Next, I have a really cool item. This is sandblasted driftwood, and now this piece costs about $30, very expensive. I would not suggest getting one when you're building a tank, for they're so expensive, but if you have extra money and you'd like to make your tank look very nice, you could go to DiyHermit.com, and they have pieces like this for a lot cheaper than you'd find at your local pet store. Now this piece, I'm planning to have, I'm probably going to cut the end a little bit so it sits flush with the side of the tank, and probably make some cool structures that the crabs can climb out on, just like the core grounds. Now here I have my other piece of sandblasted driftwood, and this piece, which is notably smaller than the first one, cost about $16. This is as expensive as that UVB bulb, just to get an idea. Now, if you're going to do this, I'd get a UVB bulb instead of buying this, as it's so overpriced. But this is like Asian driftwood or something, and it is in high demand right now, so the prices are way jacked up. So I'm planning to have these coming out or something in my tank, and they're going to be siliconed in so the crabs can't screw with them. They're going to look pretty nice. Thank you so much for watching my unboxing and explanation of these products I went out and bought. I'm not being sponsored by any of these companies, and my reviews on things like the forest moss are completely from my experience with them. Exoterra has nothing to do with me in this video. So yeah, thank you so much for watching.